He failed. Not once, not twice, 5 times. Each time he tried, he believed this would be it. Each time he failed, he felt the weight of disappointment. Imagine putting your time, your energy, your hope into something and watching it collapse. Again, and again, and again. Pause. Most people don't fail because they are not capable. They fail because they stop trying. But what if failure is not the end? What if failure is the training ground for success? As Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." So the question is not, why did I fail? The real question is, what did this failure teach me? Because hidden inside every failure is a lesson most people never take. Failure is a teacher, not an enemy. The first failure hurt. The second one hurt even more. By the third time, doubt started to grow. By the fourth, he almost gave up. And by the fifth, he questioned everything. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe this is not for me. Maybe I should stop. These are the thoughts that stop most people. Failure does not destroy people. Their interpretation of failure does. If you see failure as proof you are not good enough, you stop feedback to improve, you grow. The Stoics believed it's not what happens to you, but how you react. Failure is an event. Your reaction is the outcome. Instead of reacting emotionally, he did something different. He studied his failure. What went wrong? What can improve? What must change? And that changed everything. Persistence creates breakthrough. On the 6th attempt, something was different. Not luck, experienced. Because every failure had built something inside him. Skill, patience, understanding, and finally, he succeeded. But here's the truth most people don't see. Success didn't happen on the 6th try. It was built in the first 5 failures. Now what can we learn from here? Every failure prepares you for success, but only if you continue. As Winston Churchill said, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. The truth. The difference between winners and losers is simple. Winners fail and continue. Losers fail and stop. If you want to succeed, expect failure, learn from failure, continue despite failure, because quitting is the only real failure. Right now, you may be in your first failure, your third, or your 5th. But remember this, you are closer than you think. Because every failure is shaping the person you are becoming. And that person is stronger than before. If this message inspired you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with someone who is about to give up, and remind yourself today, I don't lose, I learn. Failure will come knocking more than once, and with it, the temptation to fold under its weight. It's easy to succumb to that inner voice whispering doubt, yet therein lies the true challenge. Each stumble must be examined as an opportunity for growth rather than a dead end. Embrace the lessons, gather the insights, and refine your approach, for that is the essence of resilience. You are not merely accumulating failures, you are assembling strength, the foundation for a future where victory resides. The next attempt is your canvas, and every previous paint stroke brings it to life. He faced his 6th attempt with newfound determination, each step a testament to his unwavering spirit. Overcoming the shadows of doubt, he channeled every lesson learned from past missteps. It was no longer merely about achieving success, it was about celebrating his journey. With every calculated risk, he felt himself evolving, turning previous failures into the stepping stones for this moment. As he prepared to dive into uncharted waters, he recalled how close he was to giving up, but had chosen instead to embrace the fight. With resolve swelling in his chest, he took a deep breath and moved forward boldly. He reached a tipping point where failure transformed into motivation, igniting a fire within him that would not be quenched. Each setback had forged not only skill, but an unbreakable resolve, the kind that cultivates success against the odds. Rather than fearing future failures, he welcomed them as essential instruments for his growth, understanding that the road to victory is often paved with setbacks. Encouraged by the wisdom of those who had come before him, he smiled, knowing that the journey itself was worth every struggle faced. In that moment, he realized he was capable of much more than he had ever envisioned. His heart pounded as he approached the challenge, fueled by the weight of past experiences. Each heartbeat resonated with a mantra: "I learn, therefore I grow." The lessons pulled from his earlier attempts illuminated the path ahead, lighting the way through potential pitfalls. With every hesitant step toward the unknown, he recalled the faces of those who believed in him and the stories of triumph over adversity that had inspired him. It was not merely an attempt, it was a commitment to himself, a pledge to honor every lesson learned. The stakes were high, yet confidence surged through him, and he felt alive with purpose, ready to transform doubt into action. As he took that decisive leap, a profound sense of clarity washed over him, a recognition that he was not just participating in a journey but crafting his destiny. His past failures whispered behind him, but they were now echoes of wisdom rather than chains of regret. Each heartbeat thrummed a rhythm of hope, syncing with his goal, a sound he had almost forgotten amid the noise of doubt. He was no longer the person who cringed at the thought of attempting again. He had become the architect of his own success. With renewed confidence, he crafted a plan that integrated every lesson he had learned, articulating a vision that was clearer than ever before. Today, he would rise, not just to face his fears, but to conquer them with courage and conviction. And so, with a heart full of hope and a mind sharpened by experience, he stepped forward, firmly believing that every challenge was a chance to create something remarkable. His journey illustrated that failure is not the enemy, but rather a trusted ally in the pursuit of greatness.